Welcome to the special edition of the podcast series, Regional Mentor Interview by Vinod Tiwari, where you will discover true motivational stories of India. To represent 34 states and 722 districts of India, there is only 90 regional mentor of change and around 5,000 plus mentor of change who are associated with the flagship initiative of Atal Tinkering Lab by Atal Innovation Mission, NITI Aayog. These intellectuals and experts have been selected for mentoring to 7,200 schools across India, where approx 5 million students are benefited directly, with a vision to cultivate 1 million children in India as narrate innovators. Mr. Vinod, the host of the show, is also a regional mentor of change for Gujarat State, a best-selling author, international speaker, engineering director, an influencer, solar expert awardee, a strategic thinker, and has been referred to as a magician of words. He is truly a professor of success principles from the University of Life. In this podcast, he is going to interview one of the important regional mentors to learn about his journey, accomplishments, and ATL success till date. It would be definitely quite informative and motivating for all of us. Enjoy, and you can thank us later.
Hello and namaste and good evening. I'm honored to welcome each one of you to the one and only podcast show for students from all over India who are associated with Atal Tinkering Lab and those who wish to get engaged with the flagship initiative by Atal Innovation Mission NITI Aayog.
Welcome to the special edition of the podcast series, Regional Mentor Interview by Vinod Tiwari, where you will discover true motivational stories of India.
This episode is sponsored by rkswealth.com, a fastest growing company promises to be your partner into the journey of financial freedom. So you might be thinking that who are the regional mentors and who are the mentor of change? Let me just explain. To maximize the input of the Atal Tinkering Lab, Mentor of Change program is envisaged to be the largest formal volunteer network in India. Mentor of Change is aimed at engaging leaders, industry community professionals, brilliant technocrats, entrepreneurs who can guide and mentor young students in these labs for their neighboring schools to be as a role model for young innovators. After competitive rounds of the selections and reviews, top mentors from all over India has been identified and selected to take extra responsibility of their respective states. So approximately 91 regional mentor of change has been selected in 2 batches from existence of 5,000 plus mentor of change across the nation. So we are going to interview all of the regional mentor of change on an alphabetical basis and batchwise. So here in this episode, I would like to welcome Mr. Ashwin Srivastava, who is a regional mentor of change from Maharashtra. Welcome Mr. Ashwin to the show, and here is my first question. Can you please brief about you and your achievements so far till 2021?
Hi, I am Ashwin Srivastava and I am a regional mentor of change at Atal Innovation Mission, NITI Aayog. So I became a mentor of change right at the start when the concept was being floated and something innovative was being planned by NITI Aayog. Then I became a regional mentor of change as well, again in the first batch of RMOC, where I was responsible for mentoring the new mentors that come into the fold. So it has been quite exciting for me because there are more than 150 schools or so which are part of this regional mentor of change group that we have. And there are lots of interesting, exciting success stories which have been coming out of it. I personally have been an entrepreneur literally all my life, building amazing tech companies, investing in tech companies, being a private equity investor, a venture capital investor, focused on the space of new age technologies. I have also been founder of a few amazing companies that I currently lead. One is called Sapio Analytics, which is now, I would say, a multinational startup conglomerate, which is a government advisory firm. Using data analytics, it advises governments on various policy matters. I also co-own and lead Great Manager Institute, which is one of the leading brands today in the space of people management in India. And I also co-own Cancer Rounds Princeton Healthcare, which is basically a virtual comprehensive cancer care hospital, which has its own brand of nutraceuticals and soon pharmaceuticals as well. And these are some of the things that I do apart from sitting on the advisory board of a few venture capital firms and constantly focused on creating this culture of innovation. With Atal Innovation Mission as a regional mentor of change, there are a number of success stories that I have been able to achieve with the students. The students, I remember very well when they made their first smart bins and were able to use it practically. Then that was a matter of pride. So such matters of pride have always been there. It has been an exciting journey, and a lot more excitement is going to come.
Thank you, Ashwin, for your great introduction, and really good to know about your multinational startups and your founding companies and your interest in the healthcare sector. Fantastic. So guys, many of you would be thinking that what exactly is the ATL? I'll just brief about it. It is one of the aggressive initiative by our Prime Minister of India to establish innovative workplace in high schools based on the global living lab models, allowing a regular exchange of innovative ideas between the schools, teachers, expert mentors, NITI Aayog team, parents and other relevant stakeholders. So the objective of this scheme is to foster curiosity, creativity and imagination in young minds and inculcate skills such as design, mindset, computational thinking, adaptive learning to empower critical thinking, communication and problem solving. So as on today, there are approximately 7,200 Atal Tinkering Labs which has been successfully established across India, and out of which 70% of them are either in the government schools or government aided schools, including girls or co-ed schools. So hope you got a brief understanding about the Atal Tinkering Lab. Okay, so here we go for the second question. So Ashwin, we would like to understand that why did you got influenced to the flagship initiative of Atal Tinkering Lab? Can you please narrate your perspective?
So I was invited to become part of the Atal Innovation Mission's Mentors of Change program when it initially started. And the reason why I got attracted to this is because it was matching entirely with the vision that I had myself for the future of our country. I always believed that the future is driven by the present, and the present are the students. When these students they grow and they become members of the working population, the business population, they are the ones who drive the economy. When they go and become members of this population, maybe 20 years from now or whatever number of years from now, they should have an innovative mindset. They should not just follow what has been told to them. They should be creators. And they can be creators, they can be innovative only if that mindset is given to them right at the start. It's a mindset, it's a trait which gets formed. It's not something which can come from zero suddenly when they have started working. It has to be fed to them right when they are students. And this was being done by Atal Tinkering Labs. Atal Tinkering Labs, Atal Innovation Mission was designed to bring this innovative, creative mindset to students in a way that they start thinking about the practical applications of everything that they are learning right at the time when they are learning it. Now this is the reason why I got excited and became part of this journey, and over a period of time it has been a very successful journey. Now the true success of what we have been doing will actually be seen 15 years from now, when these students become big, grow up, and then they start driving the economy forward. That's where the true success will come from. But if you talk about the various milestones towards that true success, then some of these milestones are being achieved today in form of various innovations that the students do while studying itself. Most importantly, when students they go back to their homes and they start thinking that whatever is happening around them is actually a function of the various theories of science and maths that they have learned. Whatever hobbies that they are pursuing, be it cricket or dance, it is a function of physics and maths. When they start thinking from this angle, that's where true innovative mindset begins to get formed. So this is how I think the future of Atal Innovation Mission will be, and it is currently an exciting journey as we move forward.
Yes, you're right that this Atal Tinkering Lab initiative has been started for creating innovative and creative mindset. Well, I'm so excited to tell you that the project, which was initially started like as a pilot project, has become one of the biggest and successful project of the country, Atal Tinkering Lab. And till today around 1.1 lakh innovative projects has been created for social and cross-cultural collaborations, ethical leadership, and to help in building innovative solutions for India's unique problems. Well, in order to foster inventiveness among students, Atal Tinkering Lab do conduct different activities ranging from regional level, national level, and school level competitions and exhibitions or workshops. So you will agree that today we stand on a brink of a technological revolution, which will certainly alter the way we think, we live, we work, we shop, we eat, whatever we do. And this is called Industrial Revolution 4.0, which is a digital fusion actually of technologies such as artificial intelligence, robotics, the Internet of Things, autopilot vehicles, 3D printing, nanotechnology, material science, biotechnology, quantum computing, you name it, there are so many. So completely it's a digital revolution 4.0. So Ashwin, here is my third and last question to you. What do you think are the 3 unique skills much required by the students for the Industrial Revolution 4.0?
So Industry 4.0, there are quite a few skills that individuals, the students today need to learn to be prepared for that revolution. And the most important one is realizing that what is mundane, what is repetitive, what is something that can be done by regular repetitive actions, that is going to be replaced by artificial intelligence. And since that is going to be replaced by artificial intelligence, there is a new skill which is needed, which is to be able to think how to create artificial intelligence. So creation of artificial intelligence, that thinking goes much beyond just the coding and everything involved in this. It is more about the algorithms, more about the thought process, and that is a unique skill which the students need to learn. The other unique skill which I would say is reading and understanding data. So when students and any individual when they start thinking that the world around them is full of data, there are data everywhere around them, and then they start reading and feeling those data points and start analyzing those data points, then they can actually create something more out of it. So this focus on extracting data out of regular seeming information and then using that extracted data towards some form of analysis is also going to be a very important skill. Now again, this is not just about learning some form of coding and all. It is just about building that skill to appreciate data and then read data and in some form connect different data points to each other. The third skill which I would say is extremely important is also connected to this point about data analytics. It is what we typically call in today's world Internet of Things. Now that's one of the terms for it, and I will not try to put this skill only into that term, but this concept that new data can be created by actually observing in a much more intelligent manner, which for example use of sensors. Now if sensors are there to observe what is happening around you, those sensors can actually create new data, which effectively then feeds into this skill number 2 which I mentioned, which is about reading data, which then further feeds into the first skill which I mentioned, that is artificial intelligence. So yes, so artificial intelligence, data analytics and IoT are 3 of the skills which I say are going to be a very important point as the new industries start to come forward.
Yes, that's very true that data is everywhere. You need to focus and you have to understand, read and observe it very, very carefully. And I'm really impressed by your deep insights and would like to express our gratitude for sharing your wisdom. And I'm sure that is going to inspire millions of students across India. Thank you, Ashwin. Guys, truly I believe that this mission could not be so successful without the contribution of each and everyone. And here I would like to convey my sincere thanks to all the parents, the teachers, the mentors, IITs, IIMs, government organizations, public companies, tech giant companies, IT organization. All of them have supported well. And last but not the least, the AIMT and the able leadership of NITI Aayog. I would like to say that this is a massive revolution and it is all happening because of the big vision of our beloved Prime Minister, Honorable Shri Narendra Modi. This is happening because of the able leadership of the Vice Chairman of NITI Aayog, Dr. Rajiv Kumar, the CEO of NITI Aayog, Shri Amitabh Kant, the Mission Director of Atal Innovation Mission, Dr. Chintan Vaishnav and Mr. Ramanan, and definitely a dedicated team, Ms. Deepika, Ms. Swati Rao, Ms. Madhuri, Mr. Ronak, Ms. Naba, Ms. Varya. They are really working hard to make this happen. And finally, all the students who are really the center of attraction, who are learning and growing from innovator to entrepreneur. This episode is sponsored by rkswealth.com. A fastest growing company promises to be your partner into the journey of financial freedom. Hope that you have enjoyed the session and looking forward to see you on next Monday with a new personality, the new regional mentor of change from different state of India. Till then, stay safe and stay motivated. Have a pleasant evening. Goodbye.
Appreciate your time to join this week's episode. We hope that you have enjoyed the knowledge and content as shared by the regional mentor of change. We would like to convey our sincere thanks to NITI Aayog, AIM team and all the sponsors. Don't forget to subscribe, follow, rate and review. And you can also share it with others on your social media and WhatsApp groups. This show is available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, Stitcher, and you can choose your favorite channel. Join us again on next Monday to meet exciting new personality from a different region of India. To catch all the latest podcast from Mr. Vinod Tiwari, you can follow him on Instagram at I am Vinod Tiwari. See you next Monday. Have a pleasant evening.